Ah, Greg. I told you I was coming to bust your ass, didn't I? Yeah, I told you, Greg. See, all it takes is a little research. I told you talk too much, and sometimes you should really watch what you say, because I'm about to bite your ass. And I watched your video. Study came out. You call it fake Turk. Jica tuquestanica is a plant. Keep that name in mind. Jica tuquestanica. It's a plant. And from that plant, the ecdysteroid plant, you get turkesterone. The study that was did, the human study, took some Ujeca turkestanica, Ajuca turkestanica, and you claim it came from China. Now, China is in East Asia, but this particular plant is native to Central Asia. And you know what's in Central Asia? Greg, if you don't know what's in Central Asia, Greg, I am going to show you what's in Central Asia. But before we get to that, Greg, I just want to hear where you got your Turk from, Greg. Let's hear you tell us where you got your Turk from, Greg.
It has to be exposed to certain chemicals, to insects, to harsher environments. It has to be at altitude. And so it's very difficult to acquire actual turkesterone. And so, for example, if I just plant in some Ajuga turkesterina and I plant it into my
Ajuga turkestanica. Ajuga turkestanica.
my room or in China or somewhere, it may in fact produce beta ecdysteroids or 20-HE, various different ecdysteroids, but it won't produce turkesterone.
Stop. Keep that in mind. It won't produce turkesterone. Keep that in mind, Greg.
At least in the quantities that we're looking for.
The quantities that you're looking for is the amount of plant that you take. But we're going to keep that in mind, ain't we, Greg?
And so the turkesterone that I'm going to be selling, that I'm currently using, that's absolutely out of this world amazing, is from Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan.
Okay, Greg. Greg, remember when I told you talk too much? You talk too much. Central Asia. It includes Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. China, Western China, but most of China is in East Asia. Okay? East Asia, when you click on it, if it loads up, includes the countries of China, Japan, Mongolia, North and South Korea, and Taiwan. Okay? And I can go on and 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 on. But the reason why this is so important, Greg, is because this particular plant right here, Greg, the Ajuga turkestanica, this plant right here, Greg, it is native to Central Asia. And what country is in Central Asia again? Uzbekistan. Now, why is all this important, Greg? Well, this study right here that you call fake by Dr. Jose Antonio said that they use that particular, flower. Okay. And I'm going to find it because I want you to see it for yourself. They use 500 milligrams of turkesterone. More importantly, the ajuku extract from the plant, the Ajuca turkestanica. Now you claim that they got this from China, but this plant is native to Central Asia. And what country again is in Central Asia, you say? Uzbekistan. Now, didn't you just say that you got your batch of True Turk from Uzbekistan? Now, I had to admit, I was kind of shocked to see that the Ajuca turkestanica plant came from Uzbekistan. I've been to the Middle East, more specifically Iraq. That's kind of more in Southwest Asia, right? Iraq, a little over there. But that's besides the point. So now, how can this study be fake Turk that you said, this study here, how can this be fake Turk when in this video you're going to go over the same thing? Matter of fact, you pulled it and you said it came from China. And you call it fake Turk. Matter of fact, I left you a message, by the way, Greg, right here. The Ajuca turkestanica is turkesterone. It is found in Uzbekistan. I'll be dropping my video later debunking you. Sincerely, your biggest mosquito. I just wanted you to know. I just wanted you to know that. It is pure turkesterone, Greg. Pure. Because it's found in Central Asia. And if you don't think it's pure, Greg, I'm going to scroll down to uses. And it tells you that Ajuca turkestanica is native to the mountain regions of Central Asia, the Pyramid Ally Mountain, notably within the Savar region of Uzbekistan. This species has been also observed within the low mountain regions of the southern Tajikistan. It grows in rocky clay conditions up to elevation of approximately 2,500 meters. But here's the kicker. Ajuca turkestanica, along with many other Ajuca species, is claimed to have medical effects. Today, Greg, many bodybuilding supplements containing extracts of Ajuca turkestanica can be found on the internet. Ajuca turkestanica contains an anti-steroid derivative such as turkesterone, though whether these products' anabolic effects in mammals is unclear and research is shown inconsistent results. Turkesterone, Greg, this right here. If I heard my mouse over it, it said it is a phytoactive steroid found in numerous plant species, including Ajuca turkestanica, which comes from Uzbekistan, where you got your Turk from. It can also grow into Tajikistan, maybe some in China, but they use that abstract. They use that abstract. So I asked you, Greg, and I'm asking you again, Greg, how is it that this is fake Turk? Greg, I want you to tell us how this is fake Turk when this came from the country that you got your Turk from, the same plant that you made your Turk from, and it comes from that same plant, Greg. And then the study itself shows that it didn't have No effect. They did body mass, lean body mass, fat percentage. In the discussion, they went through and said everything 4 weeks, 500 milligrams for 4 weeks daily with no physiologic effects. In conclusion, the strength of our investigation that the participants were young, healthy men and women is the first and currently only study of testosterone in humans. However, future work should perhaps examine a larger treatment duration control for this type of exercise performed by the research participants. Nevertheless, based on the current investigation, there is no evidence that testosterone supplements improve human body composition. You call it fake Turk, but the Turk comes from Uzbekistan, pretty much, and it is the main ingredient in turkesterone. So how is it fake study, Greg? Now, I'm gonna go on now to your chart because I don't want to hear you say it because you call it fake. See this chart right here?
Bespoke Post presents you with great gear from small brands at a price you're going to love. Every month, they fill your cart.
Oh, God.
It contains.
See this chart right here, Greg? I want see this name. I like how it looked like you whited that out and put this in here. Now, once again, if that is really your Turk, then how come they got it from the same region you got yours from? But I want to show you something. See this graph right here? Oh, wow. Hey, they look mighty similar. You see that? You see that reference here? Oh, wow. I can come down and pick some more. See these references here? Especially this graph. I like this graph. This graph right here. This green one right here. Yeah, they got the same names, right? There's another one I seen. Something that's kind of similar to your stuff, Greg. Got stuff down here. Go back to your video. Let's go back to your video real quick. Where is it at? There we go, right here. I like how in your video you see this, and then you add all this down here. I'm digging that. I'm digging that because if I go through and scroll some more, I'm finding some of the same things. But especially when I start getting to these graphs right here, oh wow, responses time. Oh, Greg. Oh, Greg. Oh man. I mean, when I look at some of these graphs, they look oddly suspect. I mean, I can go on. I can find a lot more of these graphs, a whole lot more. Kind of like this one right here, and this one right here. They're about the same, right? I mean, this one over here look like the one you took. You just reworded it a little bit, like But all I'm saying is, it's not looking too good. It's not looking the part. Mainly this graph. This is the one right here that you edit some stuff out and kind of make your own shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Greg. I'm just saying. Stay with me now. I'm just saying. But you called it fake Turk. Now the reason why I'm not playing your video is because it don't need to be played. It don't need to be played because you said fake Turk. Nah, you know what? You know what? Let's play your video. I want to hear you make an ass of yourself in the beginning right here. Okay, I want to hear you make an ass of yourself.
Turkesterone is confirmed a scam. New study. Greg Doucette's turkesterone proven scam in first human study. And so, of course, people see the title, the clickbait titles, and think, wow, Greg is a snake oil salesman. He lied to us. But here's the thing. We got in touch.
Now, my mic, it just did it again. It says that it lost stuff. So I don't know what's going on, but what I can tell you is this. Greg is full of shit. He's full of shit. So you guys can believe what you want. I literally just destroyed Greg. Because his Turk came from Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is where the Turkesterone plant is native to, Central Asia. That plant, you get Turkesterone from. It derives from that particular plant. There are some other ones, but mainly that one. That is the purest form of Turk. And the scientists use that. They didn't specify they got from China. That graph, for all we know, could be a made-up graph, just like many others that you can just go on Google and do. So once again, Greg, I ask of you, why don't you put up or shut up and send your Turk off to them and let them test it? And let them see what form of Turk you have. Because see, if I recall in your video, you said you got it. It's from, let's watch it. I want to make sure. I don't want to misquote myself. So let's watch your video about your Turk and particularly. Okay. I want you to tell me exactly again where your Turk came from. You said Uzbekistan? I want you to tell me again where you got it from. And if you name that plant Turkesterone from Uzbekistan, then hey, that means your Turk is fake. Let's see. Let's see. It's not difficult to make. I mean, I just literally went on the internet and found where you can find it at. I literally, it's not that hard to find. I even tell you exactly the region and where it's at. Literally. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't believe that it came from Uzbekistan. Okay, pure Turk. But that flower is native there. It's native there. That means you actually Googled it your damn self. Or somebody that's a scientist knew where to go get it from. So Central Asia is key. So I have to eat my words on that one. However, I wouldn't have went this far to research any damn thing if you wouldn't have called this research fake. How is it fake when they use that same abstract? That's the purest form of Turk. You claim it came from China, but they used that abstract. So did the Chinese get their Turk from Central Asia? How do we know that graph is something you made up? How do we know those emails wasn't just draft emails with you know how you can download and cut and attach an attachment and then have an email above it and get ready to send it in your email? Because I noticed in your last video, and I'm gonna go back and show that you supposedly sent out an email, but the docket on the side didn't change. You got another email back, but the docket on the side didn't change. So what I'm saying is, how do we know that that wasn't just drafts? And I'm going to show you in a second. But let's get back to your video. all Ajuga Turkestanica, but you know the plants. Every time I start recording, I never fails. Told you, never fails. So, anyway, Greg, you understand the plant once again. Uzbekistan, where you got yours from. The Ajuga Turkestanica is the main source for turkesterone. Is the main ingredient in turkesterone. Matter of fact, you can go through everything. It's the main. It's in all the Turk. So it's the main ingredient. It's the main ingredient. I'm looking on the thing. Every Turk is the main one. So that means you put it in yours. Matter of fact, let's look at yours, shall we? Let's look at your ingredients. I should be able to look at it, right? Should have your ingredients on here. And if it is, black pepper fruit, sodium. So you're not even putting all of your ingredients on here. You don't even have your ingredients on here. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing. Central and North Central Asia. So, here, right here. Let's see. Oh, Uzbekistan, Ajuga Turkestania. Oh, great. Right there. The anti-steroids that's deprived from this plant, turkesterone. So, Uzbekistan, Ajuga Turkestanica. So you have the abstract in yours. So I ask again, Greg, I'm going to share this. I asked again, Greg, this is yours. This is your shit. You see, this is you. How is it fake when you have the same exact shit in yours? And just because it came from China doesn't mean that they didn't get the same shit. They just got it from China. And once again, I find that hard to believe because you can Google it and find where the shit comes from. And you talking about a money back guarantee. Well, a lot of people, if they see my video, if it goes viral, you be getting their money back because this is the same exact shit that they put in theirs. They didn't even say where they got it from. You claim China. But it's the same exact ingredient. If I go back, it's the same exact ingredient in everybody's shit. So obviously, hey, and look. Let's put China. I'm just gonna put China. Let's put China. If it came from China, if this came from China, then they got the same shit in it. I even put China in there. But Asia, right? If it came from China, well, they got the same shit in there. So, yeah, Greg. Yeah. But I want you to say again where you got it from. Okay. So, once again, Greg, that particular plant, Greg, the Ajuga Turkestanica, Greg, is the primary ingredients, right? It is the primary ingredient. Can't talk today. I ain't eating anything all day. In turkesterone. It says right here, it's a phytoestheroid that's derived from some tussle plants that are native to Central Asia. And we know what that plant is the Ajuca turkestanica. So, look, I'm gonna click on this one. I want you to follow along. Turkesterone is found in the plant Ajuca turkestanica. However, it is just one of the phytoestheroids in the plant. The other compound that is derived from this plant is called ecdysterone, also known as 20HE. Didn't we just see that on your HTLT subs? So once again, Greg, how is it fake? Because we just seen it. We just seen it on your subs. That same we just seen it on your subs. I'm gonna go back and click. I'm clicking on it again. Let me scroll down. We just seen this on your supplement list. And they didn't even say where they got it from, but it's on this. This is your supplement list again. It says it right here. The ecdysteroids. It's one. So it comes from this plant. And it make Turk that and other ecdysteroids. And we just seen it. We just seen it in Google search right here. And this is from NASM blog. So I want you, how can you call it fake? We can keep on going and going and going and going and going. This was a study back in 2021. This was just out in 2024. The truth, and I clicked on this one. Click on it again so you guys can see it. I clicked on it earlier and read about it. It tells you exactly where this plant comes from. It's classified as steroid, the Ajuca turkestanica, Central Asia. So, oh, I ain't even have it at stage. My bad, guys. Damn, there we go. Show your tab again. Boom. That's what you said. I'm sorry about that. I just now realized I didn't have the thing up. We're going to go back. I'm going to click back over here. And then, boom. Same thing. Same fucking thing. Right? Share this tab right here. Click back over. Same thing. Right here, right? So I want you to tell us again, how is it fake? I mean, how is that shit fake? You got the same shit in your shit. Same shit. So anyway, I'm done with this. You guys can believe Greg all you want. I told you, Greg. Like I said, I had to eat my words. You say you got from Uzbekistan. You know, I've been to Iraq, and the only thing come out of the Middle East that's even remotely good is oil. Okay. That plant is native to Central Asia and is primarily found in Uzbekistan. And it deprives turkesterone. They used that in their studies. They didn't say where they got it from. You said they got it from China based on what you've seen. And that's what I wanted to show. Before I forget, that's what I wanted to show. So in your video, I'm going to make sure to share this tab. I don't care about Kamala Harris talking about this. In your video, Greg, you said something or did something. I'm going to show you what you did. Okay. That made me believe that you didn't email who you claimed you emailed. Now I'm done. Now I'm going to throw you away like I just started tampon or use rubber. So I'm not going to voice you. I don't want to hear your voice. So you said it's fake Turk, right? Now, notice this is like an email form, right? Like it's email. Okay. And you can do a draft and then you can attach shit, right, to this. Anyone ever did an email, a draft email, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? If you keep playing this, right, and those are timestamps over here. Apparently, he got a reply back. Notice the same thing, the same Wednesday 120 timestamp is selected. It went down one. But now apparently he got a response back with this on here. Apparently. Hello, Professor. Thank you for sharing this. The attachment seems to be a batch quote and is certainly not a lab report. Does not show the composition of the extract nor any lab methodology. So apparently Greg got this back and the guy attached this. But if you continue to look at this, okay, and once again, if this is indeed true, then hey, it's legit. And if it came from China, that's okay. That doesn't mean China didn't get their batch from Uzbekistan. But I noticed that this didn't change. This stayed the same. This was still selected on the same one. Okay. Now, notice they say it was approved in 1900. Now, could be a typo. That's a bad typo. But the route, China, that's the route it came from, apparently. Okay. Emily is, it could be spelled Emily. I mean, you can use the I, E instead of I. Prepared back in March. Now, this study took 4 weeks. They released the findings last month. So I'm assuming they did it in May and June. And why do I say that? I'm gonna tell you why I said that. Let me go back over to the plant. I'm gonna show you why I said that. I'm gonna show you exactly why I said that. The reason why I say that is this plant mainly grows between May and June. So that's the time to get it. Okay, that's why I said that. So if they prepared this in March, they had an old batch. You can always get a batch. You get the plant. You do what you gotta do. You can save it. Approved by no name. There's no name, but it was approved on. There's no customer SKU number. That's a serial number for the unit, right? So if they order all this, where's this? Quote AG company name. Okay, well, let's look at the studies because this college right here. This right here should be the company name where this was going to, but it doesn't say anything but quote AG. So all I'm saying, you can take, it look like this was highlighted. See that yellow there, like somebody tried to highlight it and then get it all the way. Because they don't look like words to me. They look like somebody was trying to highlight. You can take a Microsoft Office or Excel sheet and do something like this. White rice flour. Clear vegetable. If they just order Turk, that should be it. And notice they got R number here, but nothing there. Just 1983, like a year. Shit looked pretty rushed to me. Looked like that was Greg Ware trying to say, I'm going to make something up and just send it. It's not a good look, Greg. It's not a good look. Hope you all enjoyed. Greg, I'm waiting on your rebuttal. Because if this video go viral, then what you going to say? Told you talk too much. Shit, just shut up. Took your medicine. From your biggest mosquito. Hope you all enjoy. You guys have a great day. It's been your boy, Savar Matner. I'm out, everyone. Peace.